And just one more thing. Between Houston and Louisiana, past 60 days, there's been almost 100 shootings and, like, if I remember correctly, 40 fatalities. Mostly young people shooting each other. What is going on, man? I mean, really? What is going on to where people are just so angry and just want to kill somebody? There's been a shooting almost every day. There's been 4 shootings on Sunday in Houston alone, 2 Sundays in a row. What is it that you're fighting about? I mean, what is that serious to where there's been 100 shootings in less than 2 months? Use your brain. If you got a bad temper, don't carry a gun. If you got a bad temper, try to figure out coping mechanisms. If somebody did you wrong, the first retaliation shouldn't be, I'm going to go get a gun and kill you. And believe me, I know tempers can rise and people can have really bad thoughts when they feel extremely violated. But I'm trying to understand, what is the violation at 20 years old or 18 to where you want to kill somebody? It can't be over a woman, because at 18, 20 years old, if you're fighting over a woman with another guy, were you going to marry this woman at 18? Was it because you felt disrespected? You felt disrespected living at home? I don't understand that. You're not operating in your career. Obviously, you don't have your degree at 18, 19 years old. So, what are you being disrespected of? I mean, you're not governing a city. You're not providing 50 to 1,000 jobs for somebody. I mean, what kind of disrespect can somebody give you at 18, 19, 20 years old where you say, I want to shoot that person? Because you're still trying to figure life out. And then once you get caught, you're figuring life out of a penitentiary. And I don't know if people realize, but they might need to watch some shows on penitentiaries, because it doesn't look like it's a pleasant place to be, having to pay people to keep off of you, worrying about getting raped, having to be strip searched weekly or daily, having no activities, having no phone, having no money, having no job, definitely not having a normal relationship. I don't see why people are enlisting so quickly to end up in prison. It used to be, you had your bad apples and people ended up getting shot every now and then, but not the way people are shooting each other now. It's like, I was watching a news feed on YouTube of 3 guys who waited at a bowling alley to shoot their gang rivalry, and they shot and killed 4 people. They almost killed 4 other young guys. They were all under 21 years old. And here, the people who were shooting at the 4 guys, one of them got shot. 3 of the guys, all 4 of the guys they were trying to kill got shot. 1 died, 1 lost a leg. The other, so 3 lived. But I'm thinking to myself, are you fighting over a color? You're fighting over a territory? Whatever you're fighting over, it's absolutely crazy. It's insanity. So now, most of those guys that were involved in this, well, the guys that did the shooting are looking at life in prison. They're looking at the rest of their adult life in prison at 20 years old. the rest of their adult life in prison. And for what? You're 20 years old. You haven't even experienced life. Absolutely terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And then if you go to jail, it's absolutely terrible. Because your gang on the streets is probably not going to be run by the gang in jail. The gangs in jail, now you're going to have to prove yourself in jail. So you might get beat up a few times. You might even get stabbed. You might get killed in jail. You might have to become somebody's woman, some 6'6", buff, 350 pound, been lifting weights for 30 years brother decides he wants to make you his girlfriend. And there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, you could fight back and get killed, which is an option. But you just enlisted yourself to the terrors of hell for the rest of your life. And it's just something to think about. It's a terrible thing. Terrible.